Hey friends, welcome to my page, DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Friday, TGIF guys. We are going to make this cute little Easter globe that's lighted. So these lights, it requires the larger size strand. So there's actually 20 on there, but you only use 15 of them. But this one has choices. So not all of them do, but this particular strand, some of them in the box don't, but you can push the button and it can flash, or it fades in and out, or it cycles through a different pattern. Anyways, I just thought it was super cute. So I made this last night. I'm going to show you guys how to make one also as I knock things off of there. But I had to restart everything twice. It's not a week if I don't have some type of technical difficulties, right? So let me go ahead and show you this cutie patootie project. Look at how fun this is. So here's my finished one. And let's see. My lights, if you press it, if you hold it in, it will shut off. So this is a push button one. So if you push the button once, it's solid. You push it twice, it starts to twinkle. Yeah, it goes through random things. It actually has a little menu here if your eyes are good enough to read that. Yeah, it cycles through, fades in and out, flashes crazily. But yeah, it's super cute. We're gonna do that. So it is used with the 21. I heard that you can actually just clip this. If you don't need all of them, you can cut off the end. I just kind of stuffed the extra ones inside. It was a little bit of a pain in the butt to do that though. So I think we might just cut the end. It doesn't hurt anything. You just have to count and see how many do you need, because how many holes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 holes. So we just need 14 lights instead of 20. So we would clip off 6 of these. But it is kind of nice to have the extra length if you need that. So anyways, guys, go ahead and say hello if you're out there watching. Let me put myself in the corner. Oh my goodness, it is Friday. We made it. And I'm surprised that I made it to Friday. No, it's been one of those weeks. It's been a crazy busy week with paperwork for work, getting everything ready. Got all my W-2s all done. Kind of nice. I don't know if am I connected? Oh, there's comments. Okay, all of a sudden comments came in. It took a moment there. It took a moment. Oh my goodness. And then they just all popped up. Let me find myself over here on my page so I can share this. That's so weird. There's lots of things that are pinned. There we go. Okay, I found it. Let me turn down my volume because that's always a problem. My husband is home. You might hear him and the dogs out there. Yeah, never know. Okay, and Annie and Riley have their haircut appointment today, so I can't dilly-dally. I've got to make it through this, and they have their hair appointment at 9 o'clock. So at least he's here to help me. He did get his MRI done last night, so that was good to get that out of the way. And hopefully we'll hear something in the next week on what's going on with his knee. So, hi Melissa. Melissa's over on YouTube. Hi Carrie. Hi Lori. Hi Pam. Good morning, Chris. Hi Holly. I know, it's so cute, isn't it? It's adorable. So let me turn it off. So on this one, you're not guaranteed you're going to get these lights. It's whatever Tara pulls out of the drawer. Honestly, I was surprised when I saw these because I think it was a mistake when I ordered them. I didn't mean to order the ones that cycled through. It's kind of confusing to people, but it works. It'll work for us. So let's see. Hi Janine. I know, it is really cute. Kimberly, yeah, you cut the extras off. Yeah, I'm thinking that I'm going to cut the extras off too, and just yeah, maybe I'll leave one so that I have more length. But it was a little bit of trouble stashing all the extras in there. I could have glued them down. Could have done that. But it worked. It worked anyways. Hi Marilyn. Hi Lisa. Good morning, Karen Ross. -2 degrees. Oh my goodness, that is very cold. Um, um, you count 15 holes. Did I miss a hole? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I only see 14 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 holes. I'm only seeing 14. You might be seeing the dots. The dots. Count now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, there's 14. Anyways, yeah, 14. Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah, 14. Okay. I know it's hard. It's hard sometimes you get them confused. Hi Judy Kirk. Hi Betty. Hi Sheila. Sarah Wenfeld says it's -3 and it feels like -25. Oh my goodness. That's really cold. I gotta get my board ready. We're gonna start painting. Hi Laura. Hi Sheila. It's okay. Yeah. 14. It's okay. Over on YouTube. It's okay. Yeah, 14. Perfect. Okay, yeah, I'll cut off some of the extras because we don't need all of them. But when we go to do this, we pull out the little piece. We always make sure that the lights actually work before you start to glue them. It can happen that you have to replace your batteries right away. Sometimes there can be a problem, so we don't want that to happen. Okay, let's do this. Let's get this off of here. Isn't it so cute? So I thought it was so cute that I wanted to show you how to make it, and I will have it extra for my craft show. Yeah. So let me move it so I don't get paint on it, and we'll bring our board up. Has a little ribbon. It comes with the lights. So my kits come with the lights. Not everybody sells the kits with the lights. I sell them with the lights, the ribbon, and the Velcro. So you have everything to go. Once in a blue moon, you won't get ribbon because we ran out. But for the most part, you're always going to get ribbon with the projects. Sometimes Tara will just find a substitution and she'll say, hey, what do you think about this one? Because we're out of the one that's in the picture. And we go with that. So anyways, so hubby's moving right along with the bathroom remodel. He is still working on that, a little bit here, a little bit there, not pushing it too much because, he's got that issue with his knee, but he got everything textured yesterday. So today he is going to be doing the base coat. He's going to be, I'm trying to think of what it is. When you seal it, it is that stuff. Anyways, the base coat of the paint primer. He's going to be putting on the primer so that it for the bathroom, you always want to do that. You want to seal it with Kills. Going to be doing that today. Okay, here's our little bunny. I'm just dissecting everything. Should we do a different colored bunny? That one was white. Should we do a tan colored bunny? Maybe we should do that. Let's do a tan colored bunny. Where's my there it is. Okay, so let's do burlap. We'll do one. I like to do different colored things. Okay, this is going to be green. This part is going to be multiple colors. This we don't need yet. We're going to put this over here out of the way. And I don't have my picture, but I have my sample. So I have my sample here to look at. But I didn't bring my picture in. I have my sample I can keep looking at. So, hi Sylvia. 40 below. Denise, 40 below. Oh my goodness, in North Dakota. That is so cold. Lisa, 18 below. Laura, yours is 17 below. Feels like 42. You guys, you need to just stay in and craft. Hi, Geraldine Barr. How are you? Happy Friday. Okay, I'm just going to get everything out here. I painted mine last night in maybe half an hour. It didn't take me long at all. I got my little bunny painted really quickly. Okay, so the nose and the little paw pads. Those are all the same color, same pink color. So the paw pads have the hearts and then the little ovals, and then there's the nose. The ears also, they're all the same pink color. So the colors that we're using for the green, I'm using Desert Cactus. For these parts, I'm using Cotton Candy. My background on here, Spa Blue. I have Cactus Flower for the inside of the paw pads and the ears and the nose. For one of the Easter eggs is Baby Duck, and one is Purple Petal. This part's gray. And then the glasses are going to be brown. Our bunny's going to be burlap. So, okay, there's all your colors. And I'll tell you as we go through. Yeah, that is so crazy. 40 below in Wisconsin. You guys, everybody stay home and craft today. 65 today in California. Yes, I believe we're going to have beautiful weather today. I believe we are. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get started. So I pulled burnt umber. Different browns, whatever, milk chocolate, whatever brown you want to use for the base. I'll use the same for the eyeglasses and the buttons. Okay, so this is new. It is posted in the Easter section. I'll give you the link in a minute. But I just thought, hey, what's one more thing this week? One more new thing. And I will be working on Peanuts cutouts. My order that I expedited, that I got sent overnight, is actually coming overnight. It's coming today. So that's a good thing. They were pretty up to date on orders. So the fulfillment center was able to pull the Peanuts orders that went out first. They're able to get those. Anybody else's orders shipped? My other order shipped too. My inventory order that I ordered of the Peanuts. That's Desert Cactus. Those shipped also. And so they'll be here next week. But my main order will be here today, so I can work on that. If I have any time this weekend, maybe I'll go live, but I do have a big corporate order I'm working on that's going to keep me quite busy. Quite busy. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. The laser's going to be busy the entire weekend. I don't get any time off. Usually I'm not cutting orders on the weekend. I'm usually doing my own stuff for craft shows. I'll be painting while orders are cutting. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah. Okay, so Spa Blue, pretty blue. You're in Wisconsin too, and wish you were leaving for vacation. Yes, I wish you guys could all come to California and spend some time over here. Thanks, Lisa Whitmore. Did I miss anybody as you came on? I don't know if I did. Sorry if I did. Oh, you have to take your dog out, Sarah. Oh my goodness, that's the worst. Isn't that just the worst when you have to take your dog out when it's that cold? That's terrible. Okay, slate gray. All right, so slate gray is going to go right here. You do want to make sure that you cover that whole area, the scallop, because there's little holes on the scallop, and you want those to show through. You want it to be painted underneath. So I've done it before where I forgot and had to go back. Okay, now let's do this part. This is our light pink. We're going to put some in here because we're going to use our sponge. We're going to sponge on the sign part. That's the easiest thing to do it that way. And here's the sponge I used before. I'm just going to cut the end off. So we use this for a different color another week. I'm just going to cut the end off so I have a fresh end to work with. And then I'm going to get a paper towel, and you want to dab off as much as you can. You're going to dab off, and it takes 2 coats, sometimes 3 coats of this. So dab your little sponge on your paper towel. And if you want, you can test it on this to make sure there's not that much. I'm going to be going back and forth, putting a little bit more paint on and dab, dab, dab. You don't want to get a big glob and have it go down into the words, and then you have to use a marker and do your words. So that's what I want to avoid, is having to take the time to use a marker to write all of the words. But worst case scenario, you can do that. So there's my first coat of that. I can actually do this one too if I want to go ahead and just get this one done. We'll just do it at the same time. Okay. All right. So we'll come back. We'll put a second coat of that. So I'll just set this over here to the side. And then one Easter egg is yellow and one is purple. So we're going to do baby duck, and we're going to do, I have a bee Valentine globe. I don't have a bee Valentine globe. I don't. I have the snowman Valentine globe, but not a bee one. Happy Friday, Vicky. Good morning, Michelle. Vicky says we're expecting really cold weather weekend, really cold weekend. There, everybody was telling us what their temperatures are. Oh my goodness, I can't even imagine for you because you're in Canada and it's always colder there. What's your weather supposed to be there? I know that yours is in Celsius, so it might seem different to us, but if you know the conversion, that's always helpful because gosh, I don't like living in cold weather like that. It's okay if it's cold for just a short time. But I moved away from Idaho. We're going to do these flowers white and the center yellow. I moved away from Idaho because my knees always hurt me in the cold weather. Always. My whole life, my knees hurt me, and I knew that the cold weather made it worse. So I moved away from that because I just couldn't do it. Just could not do it. Okay, so let's see, cactus flower is the color of all of those things. Here we go. I'm going to give you the link for this after I get all the first coats on. We are going kind of fast today. I have a groomer appointment for Annie and Riley. They are so fluffy right now. Oh my goodness. They got baths the other day, and they are just great big fluff balls. The poor groomer is going to take a look, and it hasn't been that long. It was right before Christmas, but if I think about that, that means it's been a month and a half. Their fur grows the fastest, and it's the thickest. It's just, I don't know. It's incredibly thick. It's like they have their fur coat on. They literally have a fur coat on. It's very, very, very thick. Okay, burlap is the color we're going to do this bunny. You can do your bunny whatever color you want. This one I did white. Okay, you can do a gray bunny, a chocolate bunny. This one's tan. This one's burlap. Coldest it's been there in a long time. -4 in Western Canada and British Columbia. That's really cold. But how cold? Okay, when it's that cold, how cold does it make it feel? I don't know what is that Celsius that you're telling me? I don't know what the conversion is. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm glad we don't have cold weather. What's going on today? We are going to have rain at some point. 54 degrees. Oh, no rain. Rain's canceled. Okay. And we really didn't have rain yesterday. It just kind of sprinkled. It like spritzed. It didn't even like rain, like downpour. It felt like it was going to all day, and then it just never did. It's like it just decided I'm not gonna do it. Okay, let's dry everything, and then we'll get our second coats on everything. Yeah, Celsius. Okay. Yeah, coldest it's been here in Wisconsin in a long time. Oh my goodness. That is just incredibly cold, guys. Be careful. You know, you don't want to be driving and break down. If you do go anywhere, make sure that you have your proper shoes, blankets, all the stuff that you need in case something happens. But if you can just stay home and craft today, not have to go anywhere, that's the best case scenario, right? Get caught up on some of those projects. Watch a little movie. Kick back. Relax. Don't go out on the roads. I'm sure that in a lot of places like that, they're telling you that don't go out. Okay, I'm going to put my second coat of white since I have to put 3 coats. So we'll do that. Okay, we're going to do our brown. Our brown was burnt umber. You can use any brown you want. It rained there last night, but high 66. Yeah, we had I don't know, did it, it did rain during the night, just a little bit. It was just barely here. It wasn't like pouring or anything like that. We just barely got sprinkles. Barely got sprinkles. Hubby got home really late from his MRI, so he went and got that done. It's always so ridiculous, you know, the copays. His copay is like $572. How do they determine an amount like that? $572, not $500, not $400, not $600, $572. How do they determine an odd amount like that? Doesn't make sense to me. Does it make sense to you? It does not make sense to me at all. You've heard that the flashing sign above the interstate are to get off the interstate and stay somewhere. If you break down, it will take them too long to get to you, and you'll, oh gosh, yeah, for sure. Yep. I know. Yep. Well, growing up in Idaho, we had extreme cold at times. And lots of snow. There were times when we had a ton of snow. Me and my dad were just talking about that the other day. We're kind of having fun reminiscing about snowstorms. It's kind of funny. Okay, I'm gonna do my cotton candy on this. I remember a big snowstorm as a child where we woke up and there was like 3 to 4 feet of snow, and all the neighbors were out shoveling it. That happened in Japan to me also. Yeah, Japan, the place that I moved to that I didn't know snowed. Yeah. Who would have thought? I know. It's not very smart to move somewhere and not check out what the weather would be. But with the military, we had been many places. We've been to Colorado. Of course I knew it snowed in Colorado. Who doesn't know it snows in Colorado? And then we got stationed in Arizona. And then he had a short time in Nevada in Las Vegas at the base there before we got stationed over in Japan. Yeah. So northern Japan snows. Had no clue. I had no clue. And then they sent him away for 3 months. All of our guys got sent away to the Philippines for something. I don't know what for. They never tell you. I didn't have the need to know. You never know those things. So all of us wives that got over there, some of them had never driven in snow. Luckily, I grew up in snow, so I knew how to drive in it. But I didn't know how to put on snow chains until I moved over there, and I had to do it myself. Yeah, I didn't know it snowed there. I know that's silly. I know that is a little reckless when you move somewhere and you don't know what the weather is. Okay, so that was spa blue. We're going to do slate gray. Aren't copays a percentage of the allowed amount? Maybe. It could be, Laura. That could be why it's an odd amount. It definitely could be. Yeah, a copay for an MRI. Yep. That's Kaiser for you. Yep. Copay for an MRI. So it's because our insurance is not good like it used to be. Our MRIs used to be free. Once upon a time, and last year the MRI was 400 and something. This year it's 572. Yep, so it's changed. It's gone up. Okay, so baby duck and what's this one? Purple rain. Let's see, plus if there's a deductible to be met too. Yeah, you're probably right. It depends on your plan. For sure. Yeah, every plan is different, but it's just kind of frustrating to me. And they did call yesterday. They talked to me because hubby was at work still, and they wanted to make sure that he was going to pay his his copay when he got there. So yeah, he had to pay his copay. So they would not do it without him paying that, which is kind of frustrating. What if you didn't have the money and you needed to do that? I guess you would have to go arrange with the billing department to have them bill you. But anyways, that's kind of my little gripe, is that that's such an odd amount. And why that amount? All right, there's our, this is burlap. Okay, and one more coat of white, and then we've got all of our colors done. We have to do some polka dots on the eggs. Need to do cheekies and eyeballs, and then some white polka dots on here. We're not going to do a lot of the little details. I did do some like white hash marks here and there. This one we're just going to do plain, but we will do the polka dots. I just need to dry everything, and we'll do that. Your prescription copay for tier 3 went up this year. No longer afford. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. And you work for the insurance. Judy says you think you pay $100 for a CT scan every 6 months. Yeah, that's everybody's plan is different. So it might be better once we get onto Medicare. I don't know. Might be worse. Might be better, might be worse. That's just my gripe for today, is that it went up. Yeah, of course they couldn't get him in last year. He pushed for it, but that's the way it is. That's Kaiser for you. Kaiser's an HMO. If you haven't heard of Kaiser, they're an HMO. Okay, all right, let me find my little cheeky brushes. Their little dauber thing of bidiggies. Okay, got that. And you know what? Last night I just used, instead of using vintage pink like I always do, I just used the cactus flower. So I'm going to do the same thing. And I just dip the dauber in there, and then I put it onto the paper towel, and I kind of twist it, and I get off as much as I can. I can see where her eyeballs are. Gonna just put this right below that so that the cheeky is gonna go barely over the eyeglass area. Okay, so just like that. Probably hard for you to see. Let me see if I can go in closer for you guys. You can probably see it now. Okay, I need eyeballs, so I need some black. And then we'll do our white polka dots. We need to do yellow in the center of the flowers. If the copay is a strange amount, it could be a contracted rate. Oh, okay. If it is actually less than, yeah, okay. So it's probably a combination of things. Yeah, oops, I don't need that much black. I wasn't looking. MDCR Advantage Plan. Okay. Yeah, I don't know a lot about all of that stuff. I just know it adds up. And I'm just here to complain about it today because I hate paying for those things, but I'm grateful. I am grateful that we have it. Here in California, we have a lot of people that don't have any insurance, or they have state insurance. Kaiser is very, very overrun with people that come in. They don't tell them no, but they come in, they don't have any insurance. So the premiums of all the other people are more because we have to cover that. We have to cover the people that don't have the insurance. That's what I was told anyways, because I was like, why is it so much? They're like, because we actually had TRICARE had a maternity ward they had to close because so many people would come across the border and have their babies way back when. It's not happening anymore, but like this was 10 years ago when John's friend's wife was in charge of the TRICARE Medical Center OBGYN department, whatever it was, having the babies there, wherever they have the babies. They had to close it because so many people came across and didn't have any insurance. And so they can't cover everything. They ended up closing it because they can't tell them no. So they just ended up closing it completely. So really crazy. Okay, polka dots on these two. We'll do big polka dots, and we'll do like the groups of 3 on here, and then I need polka dots on here. We'll dry, we'll ink, we'll be done, but I need a bigger puddle of the white. So hi Dawn, how are you? We're talking about weather and we're talking about the cost of our health insurance, which I'm very grateful to have good insurance. I really am. We're very fortunate to, my husband has a good job and good insurance. It's expensive. Our insurance, see, you pay the monthly amount, which is a lot for us, but it could be worse. There are some people that have to pay the full thing of insurance because they don't have insurance through their employer, or they're self-employed. So, okay, there's that. So large polka dots there. And then I'm going to do the sets of 3 on here where it's 1, 2, 3. Let me see if I can go in closer so you can see that pattern. So his insurance is like 200, I think it's 200 and something every pay period. So it's like $400, $400 and $450 a month for 2 of us. And that's not horrible. But that's what we pay just every month, regardless if we ever go to the doctor. That's our premium. That's our insurance premium. I'm grateful to have it because some people don't. Okay, I'm going to use the end of a paintbrush to do my dots on here. So I want to have little dots on here. You can speckle. If you want to speckle instead of doing this, you totally can do that. I'm just randomly putting little white dots here. And this one's lighted. We are going to be gluing the lights on. I have to make sure I have a multi-tool. That's what I use to help push the lights down into the glue. Makes it easier and you're not burning your fingers. So I hope I have a multi-tool there. If I don't, then I'll go grab one. Okay, we're ready to dry everything. Let's get everything dried. I used to pay over $3,000 a month because you were, because he's self-employed basically. Because if their babies were born in the US, it was, yes, that's how it was. So I've told you before the story about my friend who was a firefighter. When I worked for the Census Bureau in 2010, my boss above me, he was a firefighter out in the desert area, and they would frequently respond. It was back before they had the big metal fence. They would cut a hole through the fence and they would shove the mother through, sometimes feet first, and she would be pregnant and she would have the baby over on this side, and he would respond to those. And then they were required, they had to take him to the hospital. So yes, we have to pay for those things. That was the way that it was before. There are just a lot of people that don't have insurance, There's companies that if you don't have 10 employees, then you're not required to have it, right? Or something like that. Maybe it's more than that. Maybe it's more than 10. Maybe it's more than 10. I don't remember what it is. But there's a lot of companies that don't have insurance. So I just know it adds up really quickly. When John and I moved to New Mexico years ago, we had to pay for is it Cobra? Is that what it is when you have to pay in between? I want to make sure these are really dry. When you pay the amount, I think it's called, is it called Cobra? When you're in between insurance and you're still going off your previous one and you're paying the actual premium, it was $1,300 a month for our family. That was a lot back then. That was a lot many moons ago. Okay, I think we're dry enough to take pieces off and start inking the edges. But I do need to look and see if I have a multi-tool here somewhere. Hang on 2 seconds. Let me check over here in this box of tools that I have washed. Looking for a multi-tool. I found a detail tool. That'll work. The detail tool will work. Multi-tool would be better. It has a bigger end. Hang on 1 second. Probably I just bought more, so I could have. You know what? I'm just going to use the detail tool. Okay, so that will help me when I'm gluing. So it's just a little rubbery thing. So when I'm gluing the lights on, that will help. Okay, we have to ink everything. So we're going to just kind of pull everything off. Let's assemble it, make sure that it looks good. A very, very expensive since employer doesn't participate in for any part of the premium. Yes, Cobra. Yeah, Cobra's from the past. Okay, perfect. That's what I thought it was. Hi, Jackie. How are you? You're late, but oh, let's see. It's like, okay, here's insurance, but don't dare use it. Yeah, I know, exactly. Insurance such a scam after having a home fire. Oh wow, home, car, and health. Yeah, gosh, that I know. No, our insurance here is very expensive because other people have had fires. we live in a high fire area, and I suppose we're fortunate that we still have insurance because there are many people in our area that have been canceled. And same at my cabin. It's very expensive at my cabin to have insurance up there. I have to have it through the California Fair Plan, and then through farmers, a second part. So part of it is fire, part of it is the contents. So anyways, yeah, it's expensive. It's very expensive. Yeah, you have to have it, but don't use it. Don't you dare use it. Okay, our cute little bunny. Cute little bun. Get it all assembled, and then we'll start inking everything. I always like to take a look at it, make sure it looks okay before I start to ink it, because this is the point where we can make changes if we need to. Okay, and I do have a ribbon there. Okay, all right, let me move my board so it's out of the way. It looks good. I'll scooch this up so that you can see everything. All right, there is our little cutie pie. I have a doctor's appointment at 9, so oh yeah, come back and watch the replay. Perfect. If you don't have insurance, they charge you more. That's insane. Oh, really? Oh, you think it'd be this? Yeah. Oh my goodness. There's just a lot of things going on out there that aren't good. Okay, let me bring that in. Where did I put my lights? I want to make sure I know where all my stuff is. There's my ribbon. Got all my ducks in a row there. Okay, let's glue this. This is the base. Let's get that glued first. This part goes pretty fast, especially if I just talk the whole time. So what do you guys have going on this weekend? Anything? I'm sorry I'm not having a sale. I decided that we had the Peanuts release. I'm just going to let everything be. We'll have a sale next week. And it will be a good sale, just like the last one. I think we're going to do size A transfers next. I have a lot of really cute size A transfers, and they're very popular. So I want to give you guys a really good deal on them. I always do. I always give you a good sale price. So that's one thing you can count on, that you're always going to get a good price from me. I'm not going to rarely ever do full price on things, because I want to give you guys a special deal, because you're here every day supporting me. So I'm going to support you. If I can give you a discount, I will. The only things we can't discount are the Peanuts transfers, but I did free shipping on that, so kind of was like a discount, kind of sort of. But I'm excited. My order's coming today. Can't wait to see how big the chubbies are, how big or how small they are, because they look like they're about 3 inches tall. So that's going to be my guesstimate, is like 3 to 3.5 inches tall. So, depends on, oh yeah, car insurance used to be based on your driving, not everybody else's. Yeah, true. Now a lot of times it's higher because other people are uninsured or underinsured. Yeah, your brother always used to say, can I just buy the same price that a person pays with insurance? It's amazing when they go to the dentist how much less your crowns cost through the insurance than when you were paying cash. Oh, wow. Yeah. Now, we do have a lot of people in our area that go across the border to Mexico for dental. They do have some really good dentists there. I personally won't go across the border for stuff like that, but I do have friends that do that. And my father-in-law used to get all of his stuff done over there when he lived down in Yuma. A lot of the people in Yuma go across, and it's really easy there, and it's safe. Algodones is safe. So you watched a documentary yesterday about a 14-year-old girl that was kidnapped from her home in Utah and was living in a tent with the kidnapper plus his wife, and at one point moved her to Lakeside. Yes. Was that Elizabeth Smart? Is that who that was? Yes, I remember that. I remember it. It's pretty crazy, huh? Pretty darn crazy what can go on in this world. Yep. You're getting a lot of snow this weekend starting Saturday. I'm not going to ink those. Those are too small. Saturday through Monday, about 12 inches. Oh, so probably just hanging out at home. Yes, please just hang out at home and craft or watch some movies. Don't go out in the snow. I know who was I talking to yesterday that was like, oh, we're supposed to begin. Oh, I know. So over in New Mexico, Miss Sheila in the office there, she was leaving. She's like, I'm going to leave early if you don't have stuff for me because we're expected to get a foot of snow. I'm like, yes, please go home. Anything that I do have for you can wait till tomorrow. She prints out the checks. I get everything ready and she'll print out checks and mail everything out. She likes to do the payroll. She gets that done. But like, I don't want her getting stuck on the road or getting stuck at work. Okay, we got everything inked, but I do have a little bit of detail on the ear that I'm going to do. See, I told you it would go fast. You're being charged the same with or without insurance, but insurance has a contract. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yep. Okay, so there's a little bit of detail on the ear. Okay, now let's start gluing together. And then we got to put the lights on. So it is like a 2-part process. The lights aren't that big of a pain in the butt. You know, if anybody is worried about it, I probably should have put the glue on the back of this. Don't stress over the lights. I like to use a multi-tool. I have a detail tool here that will work. I'm going to get my bunny in place. I try to start at the top and work down. Sometimes it's better to go reverse on these. Whatever you want to do. This glue does give you a little bit of time to move stuff. So you want to make sure everything's lined up. We'll get the grass part on. I'm not going to put a lot of little details on here. I actually don't have a ton of extra time this morning. Got 2 dogs that need to go to the groomer today. And I can't be late. And hubby's home to help me with that. So that's always nice to have a helper when it's time to do that. Takes 2 people sometimes. I used to do it by myself and I would take all of my dogs at once. Remember, I take 4 of them. I take George and Stubby, Lacey and Bailey, all of them. I used to take all of them at one time. Okay, next is, so let me get a little sponge. Let's get a sponge for some of this. The nose and the buttons. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do the nose. The glasses, the buttons, they're tiny. So I did put glue on that. I set it down. You guys. Of course I did. Okay. Whoa, did you guys see me do that? Because I didn't realize I did that. Well, and I thought about it the second after I put it down. Okay, so buttons. Got little buttons here. And then he'll have eyeglasses. Okay. Being in Idaho is all over the news when they were looking for her. Your daughter goes, okay. Oh, okay, Pam. Yeah, your daughter goes across the border for dental. Is that what you're saying? Let's see. Yes, he definitely was not in his right head. His response while being interrogated. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's so hard when you've gone through the insurance. We have got a couple of conversations going on that movie. Yeah, I think it was Elizabeth Smart. Oops, my nose is crooked. I think that's who that was. That was really a sad thing. Okay, let's get our little pieces put onto the feet before we put them on. It has a little heart and then the 3 little paw pads. So there is direction on the heart. One is left and one is right, but guess what? I must have flipped it over. Both of them are the same direction. It's okay. Nobody knows but you. They don't know what it's supposed to be like. You make a mistake, you might look at it and go, oops, I was supposed to do that. It's okay. We don't have to be perfect. Nobody knows that it was supposed to be a different way, right? So just be proud of whatever you make. Don't point out your flaws. Don't say yes, but. I always hated that yes, but. No, don't do that. Just be very proud of what you make because you know what? Not everybody can do it. Not everybody can create like we can. Okay, there's that. Now the feet are kind of like this, like the heels are together. So I'm going to kind of place it like that. And the glue is going to go on the toe part. And then we'll kind of line it up. Okay. All right. Just like that. Okay. Press it down. Okay. Yeah, I watch a lot of things. So, you guys, I actually watched a 2-hour thing of Congress the other night about all the Minnesota fraud stuff. 2 hours of it. It's very interesting to me. All the testimonies and everything. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. But yeah, when it's late at night, I watch whatever's on YouTube. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube. Okay, so all that's together. Now we have to glue this part onto the back. So we're going to flip it over and we're going to not let anything move. We're going to put glue on this. And then we're going to do our lights. Okay, so we're going to, you always want to thread your lights through the hole on the backer though. You don't want to just start gluing them on. And we are going to go ahead and cut off the end ones. So we only need 14. I'm going to actually cut off 5 of them so that I have 15. Not that I need 15, but I'm going to use that extra length in there just in case I need it. Okay, so kind of press it and make sure that you are lined up. Okay. Don't want it to move on me. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our lights. You have to thread it through there. I'm going to put my glue on there. I make sure my lights work. I'm going to pull out the little thing. And then these ones are a little different than some of the ones that you have. This one, there's a button that you press. If you just hold it down, it will turn off. And then I'm going to unwind it. So you watched one this morning about Ellen Greenberg. How do you rule something a suicide when stabbed 20 times and most were in the neck? Oh, crazy. Wow. That is a crazy one. You know which one another one that I really enjoyed was JFK documentary. And after they released all of the JFK files, because I went to JFK Junior High. in Utah. So I knew a lot about it already, but once they released all of those files, I thought that was really interesting. Okay, so I'm going to cut 5 of these off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not going to do anything to the way that it works. I promise. I'm going to press my button. They still work. It does nothing to the end. I'm just going to, there's no electricity coming out of it. It's not that type. Okay, so there we go. All right, gonna thread it through. It's gonna go through the back because remember we need to Velcro this on here. So I do that very first. I put it through here and I Velcro the controller on so that I don't forget, because I do know people that just started gluing theirs on and that was not the correct thing to do. Let me move that out of the way. Don't need that anymore. On Hulu. Called Apartment 9. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, you love the Peanuts puzzle, you said. Oh, with the transfers. Thank you. I'm glad you do. Okay, I'm going to put the zip, the Velcro things, not Ziploc. The Velcro things are going to go on the back. So you're going to put them on the back of this. And I do both of them on there. There's the prickly part, and then I put the fuzzy part. So then the sticky part is sticking up. That way I can stick it onto here. Okay, this is the back. This is the back, the outside. Okay, and there's my button to push it to turn it on. And then I'm going to pull that through so that now I can glue all of these on here. And this is set up. In the meantime, while I was doing all that, this kind of has set up. The glue's ready. I'm going to bring my glue gun up here to make it easier. And I did plug it in when I first started. Our very last thing is we will glue this little ribbon on. We'll do that very last. Okay, so I have my glue gun ready. What I like to do is I take the end and I kind of twist it. So I feel where is my little light, and I'm going to do a little twisty thing. Okay, so I make a little loop, and then I'm going to start here and I'm going to go over. Okay, so I put that light, it doesn't go through, it goes on top. Okay, I put the light right there, and then I'm going to grab my glue gun. I'm going to put some glue down. Not going to let it touch my hand because that's hot. I'm going to take my little detail tool. A multi-tool actually works better, but a detail tool. I'm going to kind of press it down into that, and then I like to do this. You don't have to do this, but I like to take my finger and press it down. It's not hot at that point. It's not hot at all. Okay. And it just kind of presses it down in, and that's my next step. And then I'm going to twist it, and I'm going to keep going. I just twist. So it just makes a little loop just like that. Can you see the little loop? Kind of, sort of. And oops, my flower came off. Wasn't quite dry. Let me just kind of press that back on there. Okay, you might want to let it sit longer than I did. Okay, hold it in place. We're going to go right here, and then we'll kind of work around. Okay, so I'm going to hold it. I'm going to glue next to my finger, but not on my finger. I'm going to take my little detail tool. So we're just going to keep doing this all the way around until we're all done, and then we'll glue the whole thing together and we'll put it on the base. Okay, but I just like to press my finger into it to press it down. It doesn't hurt me. It's not hot. This takes the heat out, so it dissipates the heat. Okay, so I'm just twisting it. We're just going from hole to hole. So we have hubby's birthday dinner this weekend. We're going to go to Chili's. That's one of the places that I can actually get food at. They are good about doing allergy-free food. They will actually come to the table if they have questions and ask me, what can I have? A lot of times I'll end up having salmon at places like that. I'm making sure nothing moved. Let me have one foot going cockeyed. Salmon or a hamburger patty. If they could do a hamburger patty in a pan, that always works. Salmon's good because you know that it's just the salmon, and I have them just cook it in a pan, and then vegetables. So it depends on what they have. But looking forward to that. We have that on Sunday. We do that instead of having a party at our house. It just kind of a special thing to get together with the kiddos. And it's nice for him to have a little celebration. He'll be working on the bathroom. He'll be doing the Kills primer this morning, and then this afternoon, hopefully putting paint on. I don't think he'll have to do 2 coats of paint. He's got the what kind did he do? Semi-gloss in the bathroom. Yeah, he's doing grays. And then for the shower tile, he picked out tile and brought samples home. It looks good. Going to do like the river rock bottom. Have you seen that where it looks like river rock? And then grays on the sides. So yeah, it's going to look good. It's one step at a time. That tile part is going to take a couple of full days. He said he'll take some time off from work when it comes time for that, because it's a big project when it's time for that. Our neighbor has a tile saw that we're going to borrow. So sometimes people will rent them. You can rent the tile saws, but in our neighborhood, we usually all have tools that we can borrow from each other. They took off the brisket burger, and it was, oh, they did. That sounds really good. Brisket burger. Yeah, I probably will just have, I think they still have salmon. Salmon's easy because it comes out of the freezer. It's frozen. It's a frozen piece of salmon. They cook it in a pan. They can cook it with butter, salt, and pepper. And then if they do steamed vegetables in butter, salt, and pepper or olive oil, I'm good to go. You're watching Gypsy's Revenge. Oh, nice. That sounds like a good one. Gypsy's Revenge. I watched a Hallmark movie last night. It was a good one. It was about a guy that had gone up to this ranch, and his family was going to be taking it over and buying the mortgage on the ranch because it was in default, and he was going to turn it into a big, they were going to be building like a hotel there. He ended up falling in love with the girl, of course, because isn't every Hallmark movie like that? It's like, it's the same story over and over. He ends up falling in love with her and loving the place, and he takes money out of his pocket to pay the mortgage. I can't remember what the name of it was, but I love things like that. They're just really good. They're good for your heart. It's just so cute. I just love it. Okay. All right. Getting all of these done. We're almost there. We only have a few more. We have 2, 4, 5 more. 5 more. Okay. All right. So turn it. I just kind of work around, and I'll have this one be the center one. I just kind of go in a circle, half circle. All right. Oh, Hubby's out there watching TV. He took today off. It's not his normal Friday off, so he'll have next Friday off too. But he took this Friday off because he knew he was going to be getting home late from that MRI. Because like we talked about yesterday, they pretty much run those machines almost 24 hours a day now. It seems like some people's appointments are in the morning, like really in the morning, like 2 o'clock in the morning. So his appointment was at 9:15 last night. That's pretty late. That's a pretty late appointment, but we're grateful that he got in, and can't wait to have them read it and see if there is something going on in his knee that they can fix. Can't wait to figure all that out. But yeah, we're almost there. Almost there. Well, at least today I woke up with no headache. Knock on wood. So hoping that after a whole week of having a headache, that it's finally decided to go away. Oh my goodness, it is never fun. Headaches are like, and the thing was that I can't take Motrin because of having diverticulitis. I can only take Tylenol. It doesn't really help me. It just kind of takes the edge off, but it doesn't make it go away. I'm really cautious about what I do take because I have reactions or I have stomach issues. Definitely don't want to go back to having a diverticulitis again, or whatever. Diverticulitis. I know there's a difference, but it's painful. If you've ever had it, it's painful. Mine went away. I was really good and didn't eat the bad things. Mine went away, luckily. But I've had multiple friends that have had emergency surgeries to fix theirs. Don't want to go there. Okay, we're almost there. One more. And then we'll glue the back on here, and then we'll glue it in the base. It'll be done. Doesn't matter what it looks like inside. Nobody's going to see the inside. You are only seeing the inside because I'm showing you it. Okay. All right. So as it gets closer, this gets closer. That's why I left one extra in there, just to give me a little bit of slack. So when I twist it, that kind of takes up some of that slack. Last one. And then I'll put this down. I don't use hot glue to glue these together. I use regular glue. I want it to last forever. I don't want something popping open. These inside will be fine. But as far as like the backer, I would never use hot glue to glue the backer on. Okay. All right. There's that. Let me put, I do need this for the bow. Okay, so now this is just going to go over like this, but let's kind of make sure that this is going to lay down nicely. Okay, yes, it's going to close nicely. When I had those 5 extra lights in there, because this is a 20 count, last night it was a little bit bulky in there. So that was why I ended up cutting them this morning and showing you how to cut them, because you're going to get the 20 count and you're going to go, I don't need 20. Some people aren't even going to watch this video. So they're going to send me a message and go, you sent me the wrong lights. No, you just cut them off. Doesn't hurt it at all. Still works. Okay. Putting glue all the way around. And then we'll put it together. And we'll make our little bow. I did take blue painter's tape and tape mine together last night because it was bulky. So that was my issue last night, is that it was so bulky that it wanted to pop up, and I wanted it to stay in place. And so I took blue painter's tape and I held it together so that it wouldn't move. You can do that. You can totally do that. I'm just gonna squeeze it, get it in place, make sure it's all lined up properly. Okay, gonna squeeze it tight all the way around. Okay, we're gonna do our little bow. Don't need that glue anymore. There's our base. We're gonna need that. It is in Shopify. Yeah, I'll stop and I'll give you the link. Guess what? We have a little boo-boo right here. Some glue got on that. Let me see if I can take a Clorox wipe and fix that. I might have to repaint that little my purple little egg here. Okay, I got it off. There was some glue on it from the table. When you're working and you have something upside down, make sure there's nothing on your table. Somehow there was glue there. Okay, I got it. Whew, I saved it. Okay. All right, I will give you the link in just a moment. Let me tie the bow. We'll glue it on there, and then I'll give you the link, and then we'll put this in the base. That'll just kind of give it a moment to set up. So tying my bow just like you tie your shoes, and then we'll trim it down. Cute little green plaid. You will get this, you'll get ribbon with yours. You might get different color ribbon. If I run out of the green, you're going to get pink or blue. So we are always going to include all those things. I like you to have a full kit. And not everybody does that. I like you to have the entire kit and caboodle. But just know that sometimes the color might change because we ran out of that color. Okay, there's that. I'm going to glue that on there. I will hot glue the bow on. Where's the flower? Oh, where is the flower? Thank you. There's the flower. Oh, that's what it was. Oh my gosh, you're so right. That glue, the glue spot was from where this flower was. You are right, Laura. Oh my gosh. Yep, that's what it was. Okay, you know what? I have that little thing that has the glue. That's why. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I was like, why is that glue on there? It was from this flower. Yep. Now you can laugh at me. Thank you. Thank you. The glue spot was from the flower. Okay, you saved me. You saved me. All right. Okay, we're good to go now. Whew. That was a close one. All right. Okay. Getting our little bow on there. Let me get you the link for this. I'm going to unplug my... No, I'm not going to unplug that yet because I still need it. Let me get you the link if you want to purchase this. Let me find it for you. Where is it? It is... product. Okay. All right. I'm going to go in. I don't think anybody purchased it. I'm going to change the pricing. I'm going to lower the pricing. It was $18.75. I am lowering the pricing for you guys to $16.75. Then use your coupon code. Use your VIP 25 so that you get 25% discount. Here's the link for this. Okay, there's that. All right. Okay, I think we're good to go. Man, I would have been looking at it later going, where'd that flower go? It was hiding underneath. That's what that thing of glue was from. Okay, we're going to glue this and we're going to stick it on there and we're going to hot glue on the back. Okay, so this is the base part. If I can get it to come out again, it's kind of sticking on me. There we go. Gonna slide that down into this. Like there's more room at the front part. That's where the front of your thing goes because it kind of helps it offset. Okay, gonna press it down in there. Now make sure that it is down in the slot and that it's even because you don't want it to be off. Okay, now I'm gonna hot glue at the back here. Thank you. I'm going to put hot glue right here to help hold that. My other one, I actually had to pull it apart because it was kind of leaning to the one side. So the back of mine is not as pretty as it should be. Okay, there's that. Okay, I'm going to unplug this. I'm going to bring you up to the table. I'm going to bring the other one around so you can see the difference. And they both are so cute. So stinking cute, guys. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to clean my hands. Whew. As you can see, anything can happen. All right, let me turn the lights on. Let's just click it one time. Turn on the lights. There we go. That one's in a random pattern. This one, what's it doing? Is it random? Did it go on? Oh, yeah. There we go. There's our little cutie patooties. All right, which one do you like best? The white bunny or the brown, the tan bunny? I think they're both cute, but go back just a little bit so that, there we go. I don't know. I mean, I like them both. They're different. All right, guys, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I will see you on Monday. And be safe out there. You get lots of crafting done or watch some movies, relax, whatever you need to do. But stay safe. Stay out of that cold weather. All right, guys? Which one do you like best? You like them white. Yeah, I love the white one too. I think it's cute. Okay, let me turn off the lights. All you do is you just press and hold. And then it turns it off, supposedly. Press and hold. That one went off. Press and hold. There we go. Brown, white. Okay, guys, I love you guys. Have a fantastic day. I will see you on my